Hi everyone, welcome into my channel. Thank you so much for being here. Today I wanted to share something that I'm being pushed to share. I'm not very comfortable talking about being targeted or tracked in the spiritual space and spiritual realms, and what happens if you're a high level soul, which I believe we all are high level souls. But if you are determined and dedicated and to serving your highest purpose here in this reality, and I being pushed to talk a little bit about how one method to helping you if you feel that you are being targeted, or that if there are some type of frequency targeting on you, if you feel that you're getting scrambled in the head, or if you're having more brain fog than usual, or if that you're feeling confused about things, or you can't focus on the things that you want to focus on, or you're feeling maybe lethargic, things like that. So I try not to think about the concept of being targeted, or where that they kind of sometimes know our geolocation in the spiritual space realms. And when you are a high level soul, you're pretty much you're so bright, and you light up the world, and so it's kind of hard to go fully undetected. But I try not to think about it too much. One thing that I just kind of do is just ask for continual protection, continual clearing. So I just kind of take that route. But I had a dream last night, and if you've watched any of my other videos, you know that the dream space is extremely important to me. It's where my soul does a lot of its work, and where I'm shown a lot of things. And so the other day I had a dream, and I'm not going to go into the story about what I was being revealed and shown, but something incredible did come to me that was kind of shown to me, that I think will help anyone who feels if they are being targeted, or if you like I said, have mental fog, or you feel like you're jumpy in the mind, or you can't focus, you can't pay attention, you're restless, you're confused about things, or discombobulated, if you feel like you're being pushed off track. In my dream, I think this is what I'm being pushed to share. I didn't want to make this video. I wanted to actually work on some other stuff that I been trying to get done and finish. But I feel like I'm being pushed to share this just in case it could help anyone. So, in my dream, what I do want to share that's relevant, and to set preface, is that I was shown that I was a part of some type of some kind of program, and either in another timeline, or in another timeline, or because I work on calling back all my soul parts every day. This is a normal my normal thought process is full congruence within my soul, mind, body, heart, soul, full congruence, calling back any possible fractured soul fractures. So I work on this is my daily thought process, is calling everything back in and clearing and all these things. But the other day I was shown in my dream that I kind of had memory recall, where I was a part of some type of program. Sometimes it felt like an institution or a program, and I was with a friend, and I know this person in this life, and we were realizing that it was not a good place to be. We realized that they were actually testing on us, and inserting what would be called as mind control responses. They had implants. They were inserting different types of implants. The big one was mind control response, and other implants like that. But they can like read your thoughts. They knew what you were thinking. They knew like your level of consciousness. They can like, we were able to like know your brainwave like function and read your brain waves. And so I was kind of shown that in this space. And my friend and I that were in the program, we wanted to get out because we realized that it was a really bad place to be. And it was, I don't know, maybe we thought it was something, we were told it was going to be one thing and it turned out to be not true. I'm not really sure, but I wanted to share what happens if that you do feel like there is some type of mind control influence on you. It can be very subtle. It can be very extreme. So I wanted to kind of share something that I used to help myself get out of the program in my dream space that I may have been a part of. So this is for educational, this is for entertainment purposes only. Take this as you will. This is for entertainment purposes only. So yeah. But if you do feel like there is like sometimes an outside influence deterring you, gotta wait for the airplane to go by. If you do feel like there is an outside influence deterring you, and you know, like a simple example is like when you're thinking something and you're not even thinking out loud, you're not sharing your thoughts, and like 10 minutes later you're shown what you're thinking like on your phone, like via the internet or like YouTube. It's like, wait a minute, I was just thinking about that thing. How is it possible that like now it's coming up, like, right? So kind of like that. So in order for me in my dream to have escaped where I needed to escape, my friend and I, we couldn't communicate. We couldn't have it in our mind, because if we had it if we had the idea to escape in our mind, then we were going to get caught, because they can read your thoughts, they can read your mind, they can read your brainwave, like, well, however that works, they can read that, and they can know when you're up to something or when you're plotting or planning something, and you know, they can redirect you by a switch of a flip, you know, because they had these mind control response systems implanted amongst other implants as well. So between the two, me and my friend, we had different types of implants or devices in us. So everyone had a different type of like implant, right? So my mind control responses were different than hers, and so we were impacted in different ways. But we knew that we wanted to get out of this place, and we knew that we couldn't speak it out loud. We couldn't have it in our mind. We couldn't have it in our mind's eye. We couldn't think about it. We couldn't talk about it in that way. But we knew that we wanted to get out. And so between the two of us, we were trying to figure out how to do that. And in my dream, I was shown how to do it. So, and basically, I think this technique would be good, even if you're not being like targeted, or if there's like heavy frequency or anything like that against you. Even if you're not experiencing that, this could be a really good technique just for overall protection. Like if you want to protect your ideas, or protect your wishes or your manifestation, if you're trying to bring goodness and greatness into this life and anchor in higher resonance fields, and you're trying to protect that, this is also a good technique to use that to protect that space. So bear with me, because I'm kind of speaking this aloud for the first time, or speaking this in general for the first time, and it's not something that I was just revealed this the other day, so it's like I'm still trying to figure out how to articulate it. But essentially, if I was in a program And if they could read my mind and they could read my thoughts, they knew they can read my consciousness, basically. They can read my brain waves. I had to find a way to access the information that I needed to escape that place. I needed to get out, and I needed to help my friend to get out as well. And I needed to do that going undetected and unnoticed. And so in my dream, I was shown how to access the information highways without being detected. And so I needed to do that by bypassing the mind altogether. Because if I had anything in my mind, I was going to go detected, and they were going to know what I was up to, and they can, zap me at any second, and then I could forget that I was trying to escape altogether. I know this is for education, entertainment purposes only. This is this is entertainment purposes only, but this is a real experience that a lot of people have, and I know people that have been severely injured from targeting, but this technique. So I had to find a way to receive information, receive guidance, or when you're praying, or I needed to receive the information that I needed to know how to get out of this program, this institution, this place. I needed to get out, but I needed to bypass the mind. And so then I was shown, because lately I've been having certain activations, and it's been coming. So the access point, if you want to stay protected, if you want to protect your dreams, your wishes, your manifestations, your prayers, you can do this without having it in your mind or in your mind's eye. And I believe it's a more, powerful way to for protection, and or to protect what's in your heart. So the origin point of accessing these information highways that you need to go undetected and to bypass the mind, the access point to that is not in the head, it's not in the mind, it's not in your mind's eye, it's not in the crown chakra, it is in your stomach. Okay, it's in the center of your stomach, your belly button area. Okay, this is where you can go into energetically with your intention and your will to sit in the field of the resonance of what you're trying to achieve and accomplish. You're keeping it completely out of your mind and out of your mind's eye. You're not thinking about it. You're not thinking about the technicalities of how to do something, or you're not thinking about any information that you need. What you're doing is you're bringing the intention and the will, and you're driving it through your belly button into your stomach region. And this is where you can access the celestial highways, where you can connect to send out like a beacon and receive information from the ethers, from the celestial planes, from higher wisdom, higher knowledge. It's through the stomach, through that area. And I was completely blown away, because this was kind of brought forward to me. And so I was able to get the information that I needed, and I felt like my belly button area, my stomach area, it's like they say we have a second brain in our stomachs. That's what it reminded me of, but it was far superior than our normal brain, our regular brain up here. It was a far superior pathway to connect and send out like a transmitter and receive in celestial guidance, heavenly guidance. And so it's through the stomach area. And when I was connecting into that place to get what I needed to get out of the institution in my dream that I was in, I felt like I was receiving information from the sun, and it was giving me the information that I needed, but not through my mind, not through thoughts. It was like a solar celestial highway of information that I needed, and it's accessed my stomach area and centered itself there, like the information, and then it became part of my field. And so now I can feel through the resonance of my body the information, keep it in a safe place where like the bad people can't access it, because it's not in my mind. It's not where they can read my mind or read my thoughts. Now I can basically embody the energy and the resonance and the information in my body and hold the information in my stomach. And the really cool part to that, so I feel called to share that. I'm being pushed to share that. I can't focus on anything else right now because there's other work that I want to be doing, and I can't even do it right now because I'm like being pushed to share this. And I feel like it's helpful. I just don't really like talking about this subject, but if you are someone that, you know, you want to like protect yourself more, this seems to be like a technique that can bypass any mental, you know, if they can like read your minds, whatever they're doing out there, like you can bypass that, and you can keep the resonance in your abdomen area, in your stomach, in your gut. And the really cool part, just to like know what information I received on how to get in my dream. I was like a part of a program and I wanted to get out. Me and my friend, we wanted to get out. And so after I received the information, it felt like it came from the sun, and the celestial connection came through my belly button area, basically on how to get out of the program that I was in. I had to go through the water. I had to go, I had to access it was like just like an ocean. I don't know. It was like, I had to go deep into the water. And what was really cool about it is that I received the information, and it was like, you're gonna get out of this by going deep into the water. And once you're deep enough, the water is going to assist you from there. And the water is going to basically become alive. And basically it's going to help me get to like an open cavern so I can like get out and like swim my way out, and to not be afraid. And I just thought that was the most spectacular like thing, because I received the information through like a celestial information highway that I felt like it came from the sun. I was shown the sun, and I was shown that all the information that I was receiving was bypassing the mind and centering itself in my core, in my stomach, in my belly button area. And yeah, and it was like, go into the water, go as deep as you can, don't be afraid. You're gonna feel like you can't breathe, but the water's gonna come alive and it's gonna help you get out safely. And so I did, and that's the part of the story I want to share. And to add to this, I had watched a video a couple months ago from a YouTuber named Master of Earth. And he was explaining how to like clear your energy fields and your chakra system. And in his video, as he was explaining about our meridians and our chakra system, he was talking about how the umbilical cord is our connection to our mother, but also it's our connection to it's the umbilical cord in our belly button area and region. That whole region right there is our connection to the astral field. So I had watched that video like a couple months ago, and then I was shown this dream recently, and I was like, oh my gosh, like it makes sense. Our actual connection starts from the stomach. And so it made sense why I was able to use this as a technique and as a mechanism to bypass the mind. So you're in no mind. You don't want to keep any thoughts in your mind. You want to store it into your core, in your belly button area, because our umbilical cord in that region area is our connection to the astral field, to the celestial field. And I was like, so then I like ran back to go find that video, and I'm like, oh my God, I literally experienced that in my dream, where everything that I needed, all the information, the cosmic, celestial, astral information that I needed to help me get out of a situation that I was in, the connection started in my core area, in my belly button. And he was explaining, so he was just explaining that like all of our meridians kind of like have this meeting point in our stomach area region. So yeah, that's basically it. If this helped you, you can give it a thumbs up. I don't really like talking about this subject because it gives me the heebie-jeebies, you know, like I just don't like it. I don't like how there's so much targeting and deception, and they can implement these technologies to harm people. I just don't like it at all. So I'm just feeling called to share this. I don't like to talk about it, but I'm being like pushed. I can't really think about anything else. So that's how I was able to escape this place and to bypass being detected from the mind. And I think that's something we can practice in today's day and age, is like, if you want to protect whatever it is like God's having you work on, or whatever your wishes, your dreams, your hopes, your aspirations, you can hold the information highway that you need for that in your stomach and bypass the mind. So then you're just using your intention and your will. So the intention and your will that's in your abdomen area, it's coming from your gut. It's like, that's why we have the sayings like trust your gut instinct, or like our gut is our second brain. But I actually believe it's our where our super celestial connections come from and starts is through the stomach, through your belly button area where your umbilical cord would be. And that's where like intention and your will is, because my intention and my goal was to get out of this place that we were being basically like jailed in. We couldn't get out. Like, we were being completely surveillanced in our minds, and we couldn't get out of this place. But I had the will and the intention, and I bypassed the mind and had it centered, basically like vibrating in my stomach area. And that's where I was able to receive the information that I needed to, was to go through the water, and the water was going to become alive to help me get out. So it felt like very strong will, very strong intention. I had no thoughts behind it. It was just pure will and pure intention. And then I received basically like divine guidance through the sun, because how else would I have known to go through the water and to go far deep enough where one would think they would drown and can't breathe, but that it told me that the water is going to become alive, and it's going to help me. It's going to become like a current and like push me out into an open cavern where I can safely escape. So like, how else would I have known that? Like, how else would I even know that now? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't think about like diving into the water, going as deep as I can and expecting the water to come alive. But I was shown that, and I was shown that's how I was able to do something safely without being detected, without my mind being read. I completely bypassed the mind and just sat in the power of my abdomen, of the intention and the will. And then I was immediately connected to the celestial highways, the astral highways, and it linked me to the sun, and the sun gave me the information and said, go into the water, and the water is going to help you get out. So like, I otherwise wouldn't have known to think that and to know that. Like, you know what I mean? Like, my normal human self is not thinking that. But when we think in terms of like celestial information, higher wisdom, higher knowledge, like, everything's alive. And the water helped me get out. The water became alive, and the water helped me get out safely. This is a technique that you could use. It comes from your umbilical cord, from your stomach, your abdomen. This is where your true connection is to the astral plane, to the celestial highways of information, of higher wisdom, higher knowledge. Through your intention and through your will, you can receive and send out information just purely through your intention and your will, and you can bypass the mind, and you can bypass the mind's eye, until you're safely able to receive information through the intent and the will that you have, through your celestial and astral connection is through your belly button, your stomach area. So a lot of like a lot of shamans talk about the wisdom of the womb, of like you can access the true higher knowledge, wisdom, information, the quantum field through like your womb space. And so that's where you can find your true voice, your true connection to God. And it's like through that whole area there. So just in your day, I guess, try to get out of your mind, try to not have thoughts if you're in a bind, or if you're trying to find solutions to something, or if you are having a difficult time. There is like the mind wisdom, and then there's like divine wisdom. So there's, for me, like, there's like my regular Sarah thoughts that I have, or like my Sarah mind that I have, but then why would I only want to access that if I can release and let go and access divine knowledge instead of Sarah knowledge? I can access divine, celestial, astral currents of divine knowledge and wisdom and information, and that's centered in your stomach area, your womb area. So if you are having you're trying to find a solution to something, get out of your mind, because one, you can protect your path forward and push it into your abdomen and your stomach through your intention and through your will, and then trust that you're going to be given what you need. And this information that you could be in your waking hours and days, but it also could come through your dreams. And if you find yourself like waking up one morning and being like, you suddenly know the answer, or you suddenly are not worried about something because you like now have the energetic like templating that you need to cross any barrier, like usually it's because you received the information you needed in your dream space too. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope everyone's doing well. I hope everyone stays safe and protected. Remember, like, this is our realm. It was given to us by God. We were meant to steward the earth and be stewarded by the earth and work in harmony with the earth. This is our place, guys. Like, this is our realm. This is our world. And don't let anyone let you think like we don't belong here. Like, if you are a high level soul or a celestial being, or if you don't come here, we chose to be here, or whether we did or not, we're here, and this is our home. And it's time for us to take back our home. It's time for us to say this is our home, and we do belong here, and we can belong here and be equally connected to the celestial planes and the astral planes. Like, we need to take back our home. Like, this is our promised land, people. Like, this is our home. This is where we can thrive in harmony and balance and peace. We can anchor in all the higher octaves of love, peace, harmony, joy, all these things. Innocence, we can bring in innocence again. Like, this is our realm, this is our earth. Like, we belong to her, she belongs to us. We're supposed to steward earth and be stewarded by her. And so I just feel so called to be like I want our planet back. Like, I want our earth back. I want it back, like, to its pure state, where she will work with us in just miraculous ways, and we can still be so human, like have the human experience that we have, and also be deeply connected to the celestial fields. Like, we can have both. We can be deeply connected to the celestial fields and be deeply human. And I want our world back into the hands of the good, into the hands of the righteous, into the hands of the loving, into the hands of the giving, into the hands of those that really deeply care for all life. I want our world back. And so that's maybe why I'm being called to share this. Much love. Take care. Be safe. Be well. And thank you again. Take care. Bye-bye.